Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hobbits, today joined by
Mess, the Duke of Delirium.
Today reviewing another beer from the box of beer I got from David in the US. So thanks a bunch, dude. You rule. This is a beer I've really wanted to try for a while. Dave has pretty much sent a package of beer every year from the States from now these past few years, which is amazing. Thanks so much, dude. I think last year was just a crazy mix box of sets of two of a lot of different American beers, I think. You had some of them with me. I can't remember which ones. But this one, guys, is by Stone. And this is a Stone beer I've been wanting to try for a while. This is the Stone Ruination IPA 2.0. So, last year, Stone decided to revamp their Ruination IPA so that it would follow modern IPA traditions more so than the more traditional West Coast. So they amped it up, they changed it. I think it's actually stronger. 8.5 is the alcohol content. I actually think classic Ruination was 7.7 or something like that. I don't think it was as strong. But yeah, they changed it up, and now the new hop bill has Centennial, Citra Simcoe, and Asaka hops, which are super. Yeah, it's a newer hop. It's very mango-y. So should be interesting. I still think it's in the West Coast style. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Stone, so it should be nice. As always, it says drink fresh, but I have no idea how old the bottle is because the Enjoy by stamp has been rubbed off. But since it came straight from the States, I'm hoping it's a fresher bottle. So we got it poured here in the IPA glass, and yeah, it looks pretty nice.
How IPA should look like? Really?
It looks like kind of classic West Coast IPA, slightly chill hazy, orangey. I mean, the haze is definitely not from, unfiltering because it's a filtered beer. I think it's chill haze. Nice white head.
Yeah.
Check out your aroma. It's not super fresh. It's got a little bit of a tea leaf thing going on.
But it's underneath big amounts of tropical notes, I think.
Very mango-y and very Asaka really shows through in here. There's a lot of mango. And I'm not getting too much malt. I mean, there's
almost like a bubblegum.
Yeah.
Kind of fruity with type of fruitiness.
Oh, I'm getting the Citra now as well, and that kind of biting grapefruit from the Simcoe. It's kind of like West Coast beer IPA 2.0, because you don't get that intense grapefruit, you get more tropical notes.
Yeah. But it has an underlying tea leaf note.
Yeah, just slightly, but not too much.
That's right.
Yeah, cheers. And thanks a bunch to David for the beer. Not as bitter as I remember Ruination to be. And it's not got as big of a hop punch on the flavor as the aroma, maybe.
I think it's quite bitter, actually.
Okay, it's coming now. Up front, I don't think it was as bitter. Let's give it another sip.
But it's not, like, compared to some of the Scandinavian IPAs we've had recently. I don't think it's super fresh either.
No.
But it...
Oh, okay, now it's very bitter.
Yeah.
I think it's also because I just had lunch.
It doesn't really have that mango punch in your face.
It has the intense grapefruit, almost hop syrup flavor on the back end that is classic West Coast. That's the kind of IPA that really got me into IPA. It's this type of IPA and not the old school East Coast with lots of malt. I'm not really tasting much malt. Maybe some sweeter malt flavor.
A little under sort of a sweetness. Maybe even that's the alcohol.
Yeah. It might not just be the malt. It might be the alcohol as well. But lots of grapefruit, citrus, grapefruit rind, grapefruit pith. Not as much tropical as the aroma.
No. This could be real nice to try dead fresh. But
which we will soon, hopefully, when the cans arrive from Berlin. Because I think it's next month that they're going to start releasing the cans. So hopefully we'll get to see it. But it's still, I mean, it to me it tastes more actually like a classic West Coast IPA, but with a little more juicy fruit, like a little more sweeter citrus and a little more tropical, which probably was more intense when it was dead fresh.
I think still, even like had this been dead fresh, I think still that quite intense bitterness.
Yeah, it's actually kind of an intense acrid bitterness.
Yeah. I think it's better though than the
original
1.0.
Yeah, because the 1.0 had more malt, I think. More malt flavor. This is more hop flavor.
Yeah, agreed. But it's pretty nice still.
Yeah, it's still a really nice West Coast. It's dead on West Coast IPA, but with a little more tropical twang. There's the mango. There's a little bit of dankness too, I think.
Yeah.
But not too much dankness.
Some pine.
Maybe. Yeah, some pine. It's not all fruit. There's definitely like a piney thing going as well. Evergreen, no worries. And yeah, the sweet citrus. But I think the dominant kind of tropical flavor is like an overripe mango. I'm not really get like passion fruit and all these kind of interesting melange of tropical fruit. It's more based on the citrus fruits and the pine and resin. I mean, if you want something juicy but are not into the newer trend of these New England and just the juice bombs of IPAs, and you want these harsh and more, maybe not harsh, but more bitter beasts, I think this is more so that, because it's kind of a little bit of a mix.
But it's intensely bitter.
Yeah, well, Ruination is known for that. It was supposed to ruin your palate. Yeah. They call it a lupulin rush or something like that. Because of all the hop oils, and you really taste the hop oils in it. I'd say mouthfeel is probably medium, and then it's quite dry. But this is, classic West Coast double IPA plus, I'd say. I gave the original a 90 when I had it in the States. That's fresh. I think I like this more, so I'm going to go like 92, 93. I think it's a nice West Coast IPA that is dead on, but it's just not as mind-blowingly good as some of the other IPAs that are made now. But it's still
I would go either 91 or 90 straight up.
Yeah.
So,
let's see, 92, 91. Yeah. So, yeah, guys, that does it for the beer review of the Stone Ruination Double IPA 2.0. Actually, a lot of you guys have requested that I should review this, but I couldn't get it until Dave was awesome to send me a bottle. That's awesome, dude, because we don't get Stone in Denmark.
Yes.
But we will do, hopefully, in May. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to try fresh cans. That should be great. So, again, thanks so much, David, for this one, guys. Let us know, what do you think of Ruination 2.0, and do you prefer the old one? Because I've actually heard a lot of people who actually prefer the old one compared to the new one. So, let us know, guys, and as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter, and
Instagram.
I'm going to say cheers.
Cheers.
And see you guys in another beer review.